Hey guys, this is just a little review video and practice video for you so that you can remember everything we talked about in class the other day. Remember, we're always going to talk about warm-ups, single note exercises in the book, and then chords. So first of all, don't neglect your warm-ups. Make sure you do them a little bit every day, even if you only spend a few minutes. I promise it'll make a big difference. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about those warm-ups. I'm going to pan down here so you can see my hands at the guitar. The first thing is, and we won't do these this way forever, but as you're getting used to it, we're going to do right hand only. So I'm going to set my metronome at 60 beats per minute, and I'm going to play one note per click, and I'm going to play 4 times on each string. So I'll be playing like 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'll be doing it with the metronome, actually. Don't know why I didn't do that. So here we go. Just open strings. 1, 2, ready, play. Third string. First. Now I'm going to repeat that one and go back the other way. All right. The main thing about that is just, concentrate on what string you're on, what it feels like. You can think about the number of string you're on. Is it 6th string, 4th string, 1st string? And try to make sure you're remembering what the names of the strings are as well. E, A, D, G, B, E, right? Elks and deers got big ears. Or every acid dealer gets busted eventually, right? So that should be pretty simple, but just make sure you know those sort of things. And also just kind of focus on having a nice solid touch and also not doing a lot of this, because if you bring your hand out from the guitar, you just got to bring it back in again. A lot of wasted movement. So try to keep it in there, and remember that I like to do the rest stroke where I come to rest on the next string. You don't always have to do that, and I certainly don't do it all the time, but it makes for a good habit. All right. Now with this hand over here, I'm going to put the metronome back on, and we're going to do half notes. We're actually going to start on the 1st string for this one. Remember, we're just doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, all the way through. So here we are back at 60 beats a minute. Half notes. 1, 2, ready, play. Now back to the next string. Try to leave your ring finger down until you're ready to play the next string. And we're working our way back. You're going to feel it's a little more difficult to stretch to the lower strings. And finally, all right, we're going to go back up, but before we do, just a quick thing. Try to keep your thumb about opposite your middle finger, or between your middle finger and index finger, somewhere in there. Don't have it way over here or way down here. Just kind of opposite that finger. Almost like if the neck wasn't there, you would just touch. All right, now we're going to go from the low string back up to the high. Ready, play. Second string. And then finally. Great. Later we'll go faster. Later we'll add more fingerings. We'll add the pinky finger. We'll do other combinations. All right. Don't forget in the book to practice your notes of the E string. Again, just kind of review those. It seemed like everybody was doing a really good job with that. That's on pages 8, 9, and 10. And then the new notes we started learning are on page 12 of the book, the B, C, and D on the second string. Remember, E, F, and G are here. B, C, and D are here on the second string. I'm not going to play any of the songs from the book. Go through them. You don't have to be super fast at them. They don't even have to be in time necessarily. Just try to put one foot after the other, one correct note after the other. And the main two songs that I'd like you to practice are Beautiful Brown Eyes on page 13 of the book and Jingle Bells on page 14. I hope all the page numbers are the same. I think there's been some slight edits to the book in the latest edition, but I think the page numbers are still the same. So Jingle Bells and Beautiful Brown Eyes. All right, going on to the chords quickly. I'm not going to play all the songs, but I'd like to make sure you know these 4 chords going forward. So the G chord, we're going to have our ring finger up on the high G, the middle finger down on the 6th string, 3rd fret. Incidentally, those are both G's. One is just lower than the other. And then your first finger is going to go on the 5th string, 2nd fret. If that seems like a little bit of a stretch, do your best to make sure you can at least get these 2 out. The index finger matters, but at this point may matter a little less. We'll talk about that. And you can play all 6 strings. All right. The second chord we learned was D7. So basically you want to slide back 1 fret and bring, before I say this is on the 2nd fret, and then bring your middle finger over to your 3rd string, 2nd fret, first finger over to your 1st fret on your 2nd string. That's a tongue twister. All right, but you want to try to work on moving them at the same time. Try not to go this finger and then this finger. Try to move them together. It's going to feel awkward at first. And we only want to strum the top 4 strings. Ideally, if you happen to hit the 5th string, it sounds fine. Don't worry about that a bit. If you happen to hit the 6th string, you're going to hear that sounds pretty bad. So just try to stay away from that. The other 2 chords we learned recently were E minor, very easy one here. First finger's on the 5th string, 2nd fret. Middle finger is on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Everything else is open, and you can play all 6 strings. And the last one is a C chord. This is probably the most difficult one to get everything out perfectly cleanly. First finger is going to be on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Middle finger is going to be on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and ring finger is going to be on the 5th string, 3rd fret. Try to make sure your 3rd string and your 1st string come out nice and clear and clean, and you're not leaning into them. If that's not happening, don't worry about it. Just be aware of that. You'll get better at it as you go along. Try to stay up on your fingertips as much as possible. Remember, a few chords or a few songs you can kind of strum through. Again, you don't have to do anything amazing. Just kind of keep basic time at this point. And I'll post the charts for these, or the sheet music for each of these songs for you. Charts is like jazz talk. And some of the songs we talked about were Deep in the Heart of Texas, which was just a G and a D7 chord, right? And maybe I'll post like Amazing Grace or something like that. That's just G, C, and D. We'll have to practice that one a little bit just because there's less in common between the G chord and the C chord. And kind of the most fun one up to this point is Stand By Me, which is G, E minor. Your first finger can stay in the same spot. You might have to slide back a smidge to make room for the middle finger. Then you're going to go to C. Your middle finger can stay down. You kind of pivot on that. See how that happens? Alright, and then finally to D7, your first finger can stay right where it is. It's already in place, and you just need to move these guys over to D7. We already know we use our ring finger as a guide to get back to G, and then push these guys across the neck to the lowest 2 strings. So just to take you out, I'm going to not sing because it's kind of not a great key for me, and my voice is kind of out of shape. But I am going to just strum through slowly the basic chords for Stand By Me. There's a specific strumming pattern that we'll talk about next week, but it can be a little bit confusing sometimes, so I'm going to wait on that one. All right. So here you go. Here's Stand By Me. It's just I'm just going to strum straight quarter notes. So it's 1, 2, ready, play. Here comes E minor. You may not be able to switch this fast in the beginning. Now, just 4 beats of C, 4 beats of D7, and then you're sliding back up to G, and there'll be 2 measures or 8 beats. And that's the entire song form. It's just over and over and over and over again the same thing. So we'll talk a little more about strumming next week, and that's that. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me or message me, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Bye.